I signed Michael up for this program because I was searching for something that would increase his reading endurance. If he was to read To Kill a Mockingbird or one of those, the classics, it took him a long time to get through the read. So I was looking for a program that would increase his speed and build up some endurance in a systematic way. When I first introduced the idea of the reading class to Michael, he was a little bit resistant, but he was willing to try. And I think that your children know, this is not a secret, they know that it's a difficult area or an area that they want to improve. And after the class started, it wasn't a problem at all. He was totally involved in it. He wanted to be with the other students, and they were kids who looked just like him sitting in an English class, so it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm here with all these people who need help reading. Michael's reading speed improved right from the beginning. It was remarkable in that it happened really, fairly quickly for him. And when he did his first read here, he was scoring like at 100, 100, and then his second read was 150. It just went sequentially. It just went right on up. So by the second week, he was at 250 words per minute. For him, that was a big accomplishment. And he could see that it was just coming more more easily. Plus, that the endurance was a real issue. So he was able to sustain the read. The most important thing, I think, is that he knows that he can do it. That he has the ability to sustain read and also has good comprehension. And the part that I think is really important is that he's become a more active reader. He's become more active with the characters. And like I said, the read that they were doing was wonderful because there were so many characters. So that's, I think that's a real wonderful technique that he's learned in the process. Michael is definitely much more absorbed than he's ever been. So it's just been the assigned task. At first I thought, oh, how are we going to squeeze another hour in? But for him, he was just like ready to sit. He had fairly low level of confidence when he began. I think like I said, he knew that he could decode words pretty well, but as to being able to speed along, that was difficult, and to keep the attention. So right away, after the first couple of reads, one morning he woke up and the first thing he said was, "Mom, I'm reading a book." And I thought, whoa, this is incredible for a 16-year-old boy to have his first words out of his mouth be, "Mom, I'm reading a book." Because what we kind of resorted to were the books on tape, on the iPod. But, it was a little bit not quite the same as holding a book and reading through, and he was feeling much more confident about it. I think he will do more reading. I've just noticed that there's much more enjoyment around it. And the book that they were reading for class was a wonderful read for him. I feel really it sounds kind of silly, but I feel kind of blessed that I looked at that mailer and thought, why not give a call? It has caught my interest on other times when I've seen it at the class advertised, but I'm just really glad I made the phone call because it was so important. It's just an incredible gift to give your child a gift to read. This is like really giving him a boost forward, I think, at the time when he really needs it in high school.